Hey guys, welcome back to Fruitopia in Melbourne, Australia. We've had some pretty, what should I call it, average weather. I want to say crappy, but I gotta be grateful, right? Yeah, it's really been crappy because we love the beach and we haven't had a chance to go for 2 whole weeks. So the temperatures are only between 16 and 21, and that blows. So yeah, I would say that's average. Anyway, today at the end of October, we've received some new trees. So let's take a look at what we have here. I wanted to record again, document the the occasion. So let me open this up and let's see what's in there. Looks like tropical mango trees. And you might be thinking, what the heck? I thought you said it was only 16 to 21. What are you doing with mango trees? Guys, climate change is what I'm doing with mango trees. I would have been crazy 10 years ago to be doing this, and by the way, I did do it. I've got videos from exactly 11 years ago that you go back and have a look, and I was silly enough to be buying mango trees back then, and I lost almost all of them. The Glen mango is the only one that made it, and I don't know how. It was just a miracle because I did the same for all of them. So now 10 years later, thanks to climate change, global warming, whatever you want to call it, we can grow these a lot easier than ever before. So yeah, here we are with our 3 new family members, thanks to Ross Creek Tropicals. Let's see how we do with these now. I have had mixed results with their trees. Mostly good, but there have been some duds, and one of them was recent. The sweet tart mango, which I lost. Actually, it was the only mango that I lost in this last year. So I'm just hoping. I can already tell what I'm going to have problems with and what I'm not going to have problems with just by my first look into the leaves. Right now, this tree here, going by the leaves, looks extremely healthy, and this one here looks healthy-ish, right? Not as healthy as this one. You can tell from the leaves, but that doesn't mean everything, because it could just be as simple as a watering or a mineral or many other factors. But these two look great. Now this little one, first of all, one thing I don't like is the size, right? Not a good start. It's tiny. It looks like my little seedling mango that I grew from a seed as soon as it sprouted. This is barely a year old. So, and you might say, so what? Well, guys, it reflects in the price, right? If you're going to pay top dollar, you want a tree that's at least 2 years old, at least in its second year, like these two. So, yeah, so this one, first of all, it's very small. And this here, the stem, is also extremely small, right? This black stem. And I don't like that it's black. That's not a good sign either for the scion. Whereas these are green. Anyway, we'll see, right? We'll see how we go. Yeah. Well, it looks like, is that 2 grafts? No, it can't be. Hang on. There's one there. Looks like there's another one up here. Huh, it's weird. Or am I seeing things? Again, I don't have my glasses on, guys. You'll have to excuse my blindness. That there. And then we have another one here. The actual graft itself. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too nitty gritty, but this one here, the first one is oh, there's no mention at the front. Okay, this one is called dasheri, which sounds Indian, right? An Indian mango. Dasheri or dasheri, depends if you want to say it like an Aussie or like a Roman I don't know, a Roman soldier. Let's see. Next one, carabao. And we all know that is the Manila mango from the Philippines. Okay. And last, oh wow, 3 different countries. Isn't that cool? This one is the Taiwanese Golden Queen. So we got Taiwan, the Philippines, and India. I believe that's northern India, if I'm not wrong, up in the cooler parts of the country. Yeah, so they're the 3 mangoes. Wish us luck. Wish us luck. Because we're going to have quite a relationship over the next year or 2 for them to get through the, the first hurdles of winter and other issues. So now I have to decide if I'm going to be growing these in the ground, which is what I prefer, or in pots, which I do not prefer. And I have my reason, guys. Yesterday I got a message from someone who asked me, why don't I use Christmas lights to grow my trees in winter for that heat, for the heat? Great idea, thank you very much. But I can't because it's complicated. But we're going to go into another topic now. So I'm going to stop it here before I get carried away. And I hope you enjoyed the recent arrivals to the family here at Fruitopia. 3 new grafted. By the way, these are all grafted mangoes, not seedlings. I've already tried this one before as a seedling, the carabao, if you remember, from Vu. I got one of these 2 years ago, and it was 7 foot tall, 7 feet tall, and it was my mistake when it died. It was my fault. It wasn't Vu's fault. It had over 100 fruitlets, 100, and I only removed like maybe 20. And I was thinking of letting the other 75 fruitlets fruit. And they started growing, and then the tree died. What? Yeah, that was a good lesson for me to learn. You don't leave fruit on the tree, guys, when it's only been in the ground for, 3 months? It was only 3 months old. Not the tree, but in the ground for 3 months. The tree was at least 3 years old, maybe 4 years old. Yeah, the roots were not established, trying to support 100 fruitlets. So we learned. That was a seedling. I'm really spewing that I lost it because 2 years later today, it would have been 12 feet high and ready to set fruit in its 3rd year in the ground. All right, before I carry on and on and on, I've got a lot of things to say. That's why, guys, from my experiences. We're going to try the grafted carabao, Manila mango. And let's see how that'll be for us. Where's the graft? Where's the graft on this? I'm guessing it's right there. Yep, it sure is. There it is. Right here. Right there. There it is. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. See you from the next one. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. This is just an add-on to the Ross Creek Tropicals mango tree pickup. Today we've got one more. that just arrived, a bit of a late one because it wasn't available when I ordered the other ones. So I'm just going to document this arrival for the record, and also for anyone else it might help who's interested in growing mangoes here in Melbourne or in the southeastern part of Australia. So here it is. It's another mango, and it's in it's not in a pot, it's in a grow bag. So I've got to be careful that you don't tug on this too much. It's very loose and soft packaging. So and this variety, I had to get it. Very, very famous in America or Florida. It's called lemon zest. So you can Google that and see what they say about the flavor. It is prone to disease. But guys, disease is our last problem here in the cold climate. The reason why it's a disease prone tree is because of where it's from. They have humidity, they have rain, they have when I say they, I'm talking about Florida, I'm talking about the tropics. They have every problem that mango trees can have, except cold. They don't have problems with cold. But you see, for us it's the reverse. We have problems here with the temperature. It's too cold for mangoes, generally speaking, okay? Generally. Yeah, that's very, hang on. That's very, very squishy and wet. They put that water, what do you call it? That, geez, I forgot the name of this. I forgot the name of it, guys. But it retains moisture during transit, which is nice, but I think that's way too soggy. So, yeah, that's the grow bag. I would have preferred a hard pot. Would have preferred a pot, but it is what it is. Yes, as I was saying, here in Melbourne, or down in the cooler parts of Australia, we don't have too many problems with disease regarding mangoes, right? Because it's not humid. We don't have humidity. Okay, we have about 3 days of humidity, if you want to be really, really nitpicky. And I know some of you are like that, right? Guys, come on, forget about it. 3 days of humidity compared to 300 days? It's humid for 300 days in Miami. So yeah, so we have cold issues here. Cold, not humidity. Oh, and the other thing is, they get tons of rain there, just like we do here in the Australian tropics in summer, the wet season. Our wet season is in winter, and it doesn't rain as much as it does for their wet season, right? All right, I've repeated this many times, but some of you are new, and if you are new, welcome to the channel, guys. We're trying to push the boundary with tropicals here in a cool temperate climate / Mediterranean climate, which means dry. The key word is dry. Cactus, what do you call these? Palms and figs. Although I'm getting the figs out. These old figs from 25 years ago, they were just taking up too much room, very vigorous, and they're out. So I'll probably pull that one out this year or next year, we'll see. So yeah, they do great. They love the climate here. Guys, these dry weather, dry climate plants, but mangoes, no, they don't. Unless you pamper them for 3 years, and then they're good to go. They need pampering. You don't need to pamper cactus. You just plant and forget. You don't need to pamper fig. Plant and forget. Not mango. Mango is plant and forget in Miami. In Miami, or Cairns, Darwin, these are plant and forget. These are plant and forget. Oh, man. All right, so that's the video. Thanks for watching.